Hello and welcome to Kilworth here in North Cork. Mick Linehan here just by the dressing rooms in Kilworth, and I'm delighted to say I'm joined here by Chairman Tony Sheehan and Scott Buckley, who's a co-commentary today. Tony is just going to take us through here. Tony will just walk around here while we go through the ground here. A big establishment here in Kilworth, a lot of work being done. Tony, can you talk us through it here? The pitch is in fine nick as well.
So I suppose the story to begin, there was a lot of work done here in the past year and a half. And just looking behind us here, the big part of it was the new clubhouse. The new clubhouse was started just around a year and a half ago, and it was officially opened last Saturday by the President, Charlotte Bums. But while we were doing that, and we decided to do a lot of work to the pitches as well because it needed to be done. So you're walking in a brand new footpath that was done completely around pitch one, a new railing all the way around, new goalposts. We also made the pitch full size. We extended it, moved it out towards the road, so to make it so the whole thing has really been updated. Second pitch as well, fencing behind that, new goalposts. So an awful lot of work done here in the past 6 months really. But so yeah, we're looking forward to having a lot of big games here.
Yes, we're just going to make our way down here towards the pitch, and we'll just go in there and just have a look around at both goals. And we're going to see a lovely stand behind us here as Jason is on camera there. He'll shine in there and we'll see that here. Scott, a fine job here, isn't it?
A fine setup, yeah.
As we're passing down here as well, I just forgot to say, new dugout. When we were doing all this, we got rid of the old style dugouts and put in these. So we've 2 new dugouts on both, so all new. The stand, 300 seat stand, was done a number of years ago, but bit of work done to it in the last few weeks. Revamped, repainted, and painted in the proper colour at last, painted in red.
Yes, the red of Kilworth. And we're just going to make our way in here in the gate here, and we'll come back out again shortly. We'll go into the other pitch on the way out. But we're going to go in here. I suppose that the main thing here, you see the sod and the grass looks nice here, and I suppose cutting wise here, it looks probably perfect for tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we have a couple of lads here who do brilliant work all the time. Look after the pitch. They got a new moor. For years and years we had a man called Tom Howard. He was our groundsman, passed away, and we passed it down there. There's a bench in his memory. But Tom was our groundsman for 24 years, passed away, and in more recent times now we've a couple of lads with one of those grasshopper moors, so they look after the pitch for us.
Yeah, and of course, look, I know from being from Castletown, it's a great traditional club here in Kilworth, and lots of legends down through the years here. Yeah,
absolutely. Kilworth, I suppose, actually Kilworth started out as affiliated as a football club almost 100 years ago. But I said there's no doubt Kilworth will be better known as a hurling club at this stage.
Yeah, certainly. We're going to make our way out here to the other pitch here, as you can follow us out here with Jason and Tony and Scott here. I suppose, Tony, when you're looking at, you have 2 pitches here, obviously the main pitch here on our right there, just after we're coming out, and this over here, you have a lot of training, I suppose, going on this.
Well, yeah, this was always considered the main pitch, but I suppose a number of years ago when the lights were done, the lights were put on the second pitch, and at that time, I suppose the second pitch was, it started out really almost as a juvenile pitch and as a second pitch, but obviously since the lights went on this, it's become much more used. Like if we are playing games, all our games at night time, on the evening times, are played in here. And so yeah, again, there was a lot of work done to it early this year. So again, like that, up till now, like actually the first full game on this year out on that pitch is happening tonight.
Brilliant, some great work. Yeah. And I suppose a special night for the Kilworth lads here that are on the Cork Masters.
Absolutely, yeah. It's I suppose when Brian got on to me a number of weeks ago saying that they'd like to have a game in Kilworth, and at that stage, well, we couldn't be certain that would happen, but thankfully it has. And it's great to see 3 Kilworth lads on the team.
Yes, brilliant. And we'll make our way up here and we'll just go up around the clubhouse here. Fine job up here. Great work, Jason. And just be careful there as you go out. And a lovely place here, to be fair. And of course, I've often played over here, Tony. And I suppose when you look back down through the years as well, games, North Cork finals, you've had everything.
Well, we actually haven't had that many North Cork finals. We're looking at it during the week. There's only, in my time, we've had a North Cork football final. I couldn't tell you exactly what year, But when I was looking at it recently, and it's something we'd like to rectify, but of course obviously a lot depends on who's in an All Cork final. But we had an All Cork final here in 1978, if I remember, between Castletown and Kildare, and Castletown won it.
There's no surprise there.
Yeah. And as far as I know, and I must stand corrected on this, but I don't think we've had an All Cork hurling final here since, so we'd certainly be getting onto the All Cork board shortly, hoping that if there's a team or two from this side of the division, we might make ourselves available this year. But so now, as I was saying earlier, this bench was put up there in the past few weeks in memory of Tom Howard, who was our groundsman and very active in the club from 24 years or more, and he passed away in the last few years. So yeah, it's a nice touch, I suppose, from the club, and yeah.
Great stuff, and we'll just make our way over here. And can we go through a bit over here?
Yeah, we can go through a bit in the clubhouse. So I suppose if you want to go, well, we probably won't go inside the clubhouse, but basically, I suppose the big thing about, we've four fairly big sized dressing rooms. We have a community gym and a good sized meeting room and coffee shop, and so yeah.
You can lead us through here,
There's
sir.
a lot going on. There's a lot going on. It's a big change from the days when, you know, there wasn't too many dressing rooms. We actually, our last dressing rooms when it was done back in the late 60s, Kilworth were one of the first clubs to have hot showers. So that was a big thing back then.
So we're just coming in around here.
So will we head upstairs?
Yeah, you can take us up there and we can have a look around here.
Go to the dressing
fine
room.
establishment, Scott. You'd be happy here to be playing, I think.
Brilliant, and brilliant for Cork and the local area involved.
Oh yeah, super stuff here. So as we're coming up the stairs here with Tony, you can see we're coming in. Tony is turning more into a real clubhouse when you see this. Unbelievable.
This is another part of it. We have a viewing balcony, so.
Would this be the VIP area now, Tony?
I don't know about that, but I'd say on a wet night, and if there's the stand is full, there'll be plenty of people watching the matches from here. Another thing I didn't mention, but you see it there in a minute, we've a brand new digital scoreboard on the side of the building here, so when you get set up there on the wall, you'll see that.
We'll get that in action,
so
no doubt.
We'll keep moving.
Yeah, and we'll let you take us through.
I won't be actually able to get you into the gym now.
We can just shine it in the door here. If there's no one there, we'll just have a look.
In there.
Yeah. You're okay this side here, there's someone over that side.
I don't have a key, so yeah. That's all community gym.
You can just have a look in there, that side, that's free. So yeah, fine establishment in here.
Yeah. And you might just shine on that. So that was all the people who donated to the finishing off of the gym. So yeah, this is the other big part. This will be our meeting room. So not just ourselves, there'll be a good few groups who have meetings up here. So I suppose everyone to do with the GA, the Camogie, the LGFA all meet up here. So this place is, sometimes you might have to book this to get a slot here.
Very good, very professional.
So that's it now.
And Tony, excellent work, I suppose, looking for Kilworth in the hurling and football as well. Going pretty well, to be fair.
Yeah, going well at the moment, but I suppose again it's early days. Playing well and going well in the leagues. I suppose again, yeah, league form is great. I think we have, so far, we've had a good level of consistency, but it counts for nothing if the championship doesn't come right. But yeah, we're looking forward to later in the year, so all good.
Some great words, Tony. Thanks a million, and thank you, Scott. A brilliant establishment here in Kilworth, and you couldn't ask for much better. We're getting ready here just to go pitch side to get ready for the Masters game between Cork and Limerick. No doubt there'll be hurleys flying here tonight. So thanks to Jason and the lads, and we'll see you again shortly. Hello and welcome to Kilworth in North Cork. Mick Lenehan here pitch side with Scott Buckley and John McCarthy. It's the Gaelic Masters Association round 3 of the hurling with legends. It's Cork v Limerick, and I'm delighted to say, John, welcome back. I haven't seen you in a while, but a super night for it.
Yeah, super night for it, and conditions, the pitch is in unbelievable condition, Mick. There's no fault here for hurling in it tonight, and there's no doubt, like any Cork Limerick game, this should be a cracker, Mick.
Yes, Scott, welcome back. Probably another brilliant game here we're expecting tonight.
Yeah, Mick, I say there's a great game in store, because obviously, look, Limerick are looking for 3 out of 3 wins, and Cork were narrowly beaten by Tipperary last Sunday, 2 points if I'm exact. And look, it's a Munster derby, as we say in the soccer, but it's going to be heated rivalry tonight, and I'm sure that there's going to be a good bit of pucking and a good bit of flaking, and hopefully it'll be an enjoyable match.
Certainly, of course, it's a trilogy when it comes to Cork versus Limerick, and it's going to be on here in Kilworth, a beautiful prepared pitch here. Of course, we have 3 Kilworth men as well lining out here, Kieran Walsh, Brian Tobin and Declan Tobin as well, and they're happy to be here, there's no doubt. But we're going to give you some early team news. The fullback for Cork, Corkery, is out, and we're told that in comes number 25, Mark White, from Brian Dillon's. Aidan Corkery missing, John. We've seen a lot of this through the years. He's as tough as they come, and he'll be a big loss.
Yeah, he's a huge loss, and especially full-back is an awful loss in any game. But there's no doubt, Mark White coming in, he'll be every bit as good. And in fairness to when you're looking at the condition of the two teams, they look fairly well conditioned. And I've no doubt every one of them will step up to the mark tonight, Mick.
Yes, of course, Scott, we were in Youghal for that game when Cork ran riot there. There was 1 or 2 players for you that stood out that night. Can you just talk us through them there, who stood out that night?
I think we've to start with Mick, a man who's playing on his home turf tonight, Brian Tobin, because obviously, look, he scored a lot of high score in that game, and I think he's going to be one to watch out for. As will Kieran Walsh, because obviously this is his home turf too. It's a big night for the two of them on this newly revamped pitch. Obviously, we've seen that clubhouse and we've seen the facilities, great for Kilworth, great for Cork and great for North Cork. So it's going to be a great night for them. And also, who stood out to me in the last game was Conor Kinsella, a Ballincollig man, and he was very good in the ball when he got it.
Yes, and he was right around the full back line for the second half, and that one against Wexford, and he was excellent. John, we've covered the Masters for 3 years, maybe 4 as well with the football in, and we've seen a lot of players. I suppose the only thing that we haven't seen from the hurling side of it is maybe that 1 or 2 legends that have come on, you know, from seniors after winning with Cork. We haven't seen that yet. You look at the likes of Wexford, you look at Tipperary with Lark Corbett and all them. There's 1 or 2 around, but from Cork we don't see anyone that has broken through yet.
No, they don't seem to be coming on board, but maybe it's because they had so much of it played, Mick, and maybe the bodies have just taken the toll and they just feel they're not up to it at the moment. And there's an awful lot of the ex-Cork legends, as we'll call them, in management and stuff, and it's time consuming. Like, you just know from talking to Mikey there, the training is like you're playing with the inter-county team. It's a lot of time consuming. Like, we'll just say, been there with Cork seniors, there's no way he could give his time to play this. But hopefully in a few years' time, when maybe a few of them might be finished up training and stuff, they might give it a year or 2, because it'd be brilliant to see, because them hurlers like Mark Landers, Ben O'Connor, Timmy McCarthy, all these fellas, be unbelievable to see them playing, because they were the best of the best. It's just unfortunate that we haven't seen more of them play, but as it gets more into it and more competitive, and if Cork start winning something in it, you could see him wanting to come on board.
Yes, and it is on the rise. The Masters is upping the ante every year. You have the football as well with Tyrone, absolute legends there. We touch on that all the time. Stephen O'Neill. Look at Tipperary, Lark Corbett, multiple All-Ireland winners, hat-tricks and finals. So they are coming out. Reds O'Grady as well as the manager there, so that maybe that helps them. I suppose, Scott, when we look at it here tonight, it is a special night here, and as you said, Limerick are coming here for 3 in a row, and we expect this to go all the way.
Yeah, look, it's a Munster rivalry, and you'd expect, Mick, that there's going to be intensified physicality attached to the match tonight. I just think that, look, you've two counties that have great history. I mean, you see the seniors at inter-county level playing down Páirc Uí Chaoimh a few weeks ago, and they didn't disappoint. And I don't think they're going to disappoint tonight either.
Yes, we're going to be heading back up there to the commentary box in the next few moments. I'll just do a bit of housekeeping for you for Limerick. We're expecting a few changes, maybe up to 3 or 4, but hopefully by the programme here that we have at the gate, that everyone will be going by the correct numbers. Other than that, we won't be able to follow. So the same is for Cork as well. Any fellas that have different numbers, unfortunately, unless we're told, we're going by the programme that we have here, and we're expecting a nice close night here, and hopefully, I suppose the most important thing here is everyone gets out here with no injuries. And before we finish up here, I had Tony Sheehan on there, the chairman of Kilworth. He took us through the ground there, some excellent words by Tony, and you can see that at the start of this when you watch back at the replay of this game. So we're getting ready here to get underway here in Kilworth. It's Masters round 3 between Cork and Limerick. The trilogy is going on again. Yeah, and we're ready here to go here. Tyler Walsh is the man in the middle, no stranger to handing out cards here. And we'll go through 1 or 2 positional switches here as we settle in here in Kilworth for Masters round 3. It's Cork versus Limerick, and it's a lovely night here for it. in the banks of the Lee, and Limerick are on the attack again here, right over here. Good movement already, looking for an early score here, right on the side that Andrew Brennan Caroline drops it right in, but Kieran Welch does well inside in the goals there. John, I suppose a safe hand inside there.
Yeah, he's very safe, Mick, and in fairness, he's as good a goalkeeper as is around. He's been playing a long time now, and in fairness, he'd never left Kilworth down in all the years he was playing.
Yes, ball into the middle here again. We'll take up one or two switches here in the next few moments here, but it's right over there, and Limerick are on the attack in the middle of the park. There's some good movement here onto the far side again, just as it gone right over there. Good effort there, just blocked down in here around. The ball is just being held up a small bit there, John, and I suppose that there is a little breeze on pitch side that we noticed.
Yeah, and it seems to be favouring Cork in this first half, Mick, in fairness, and you'd have to say they'd have to make use of it because Limerick have started the brighter, Mick.
Yeah, good ball here, right into middle now again as Cork try to get their bearings right inside. Michael Walsh was there trying to get it out. They pop it up here into the middle, but Limerick picking it up here right in the half back line. Harry Dorr has a go at it there, and that has gone right over the bar. That's some score, Scott.
Yeah, Harry Dorr, he does it with ease, Mick. And look, Limerick are threatening since the game started. The Treaty County, they're not going to make it easy for the Cork boys.
Yeah, and you can see already, John, they mean business.
Yeah, Mick, their movement is very good, and they seem to have started that bit brighter. Cork probably need to settle a bit more on the ball. We're making a few mistakes, and Limerick seem to be that bit sharper.
Liam O'Sullivan tackling over on the far side again, but brilliant work there that time by McNamara. Drops it in here, in around the full forward line. Nice little shimmy, hand pass out again. Brennan has it again here. Chance to steady himself here and drop it right over the bar. And that is a good effort, and that's gone straight over the bar from the man from Caroline, Andrew Brennan.
Yeah, another good score there, Mick. And in fairness, Limerick looks that bit sharper at the moment. Cork just probably need a score to set them into it, but a long way to go in this.
And as we said, number 25 is in for Cork, Mark White. Ball dropped into the box here. Sun is blaring here in Kilworth. Let's see if they can. Oh, that looked a free in. Referee said that play on, but Kilworth come out of the back line there, and they are sturdy. We're just going to pick up who's in there in the next few moments when that is clear. So we have it as number 20 is in there as well. That's Mike Keane, South Liberties. Keane, no stranger there to Limerick. There's a little chance there right out the sideline again, and that is a good effort. And we're just waiting. That's popped over the bar. Nice score.
Yeah, great score there, Mick, and Cork probably needed that to settle down. Barry Dwyer got that score there, Mick, and great quick wrist, and it was a great finish.
Yeah, Barry 1-6 the last game against Tipperary. We see enough of him, Scott. He's tidy.
Yeah, he's tidy and he's good control over the ball too, Mick.
So ball over here again, Michael Walsh drops it in there, just going to be intercepted here. Chance here to have a go at it and drop it in around the box again. It's gone all the ways in here, the sun is in the eyes, but Kieran Walsh will pick it up here for Kilworth, and his home venue, lovely venue here, dropped right over the sideline again, and they look to pick it up here, Limerick, and they do have it here, right over here again, just popping it back here, giving it to the man that is in the better position, and they do pop lovely ball in there by Carl O'Regan in around the danger zone again. White was looking to come out here, but Cork now getting their bearings in around the centre back line there. Look inside there, number 4 Declan Tobin was trying to get it out there, but it's gone all the way to the far side of the pitch here, and it's a huge hit there, right in there from Kelleher. Drops it all the ways in around here. Lovely ball into the full forward line again. Cork pick it up here, right inside here by Brendan, and Brendan has a pop at it. That's gone over the bar from Brendan Lumber, All-Ireland minor winner with Cork, John, and that's no surprise there.
No, great finish again, Mick, and he gambled and the ball went straight through, and in fairness, he finished it well. 2 points each now, Mick, so Cork are probably after settling into the game now, and then we could probably be more disappointed because they had all the ball and we still a draw again.
Ball over here again, picked up brilliantly down the back line by Ty Keeley, and there's 1 or 2 more players just moving around here. We'll pick up a few switches here on the next break of play into the centre forward area here again, looking to break. Some great movement here by Brian Tobin. He's got the free. Has got any other positional switches there or substitutions you see in for Cork?
I'm trying to look there now, Mick, but just to bring to people's attention that we've Kilworth's new digital scoreboard, and listeners and people watching will see that on the video.
Yeah, super stuff here, and there's a free here, and let's see if they can just pop this right over the bar here, and Barry Dwyer is over here looking to take this again. He's about 50 metres from goals here, and the breeze here is the thing here, John, but no problem there to him. Which way do you think the breeze is gone?
It looks like it's favouring Cork a bit, but kind of really going to cross the field in mainly, Mick. And in fairness, Cork now have settled well into this, and hopefully they can kick on.
Yeah, so super play here again, right in here into the heart here of the Cork backline as they look to pick it up around here, in around the danger zone here. Limerick have started well. They look a small bit more composed, John, from the last few years that we've seen them.
Yeah, they're a lot more composed, Mick, and in fairness, there's not an inch being given by either team. good, hard physical game so far.
Yeah, ball breaking over there. Garvey was looking to pick it up, but Cork are going to come out again, takes a shoulder. Garvey's gone in looking for it again, but it's a free out here that time. And Scott has some good play there, and Limerick are at it. And Cork, I suppose, look, they're only finding their bearings at the moment.
Yeah, look, even though Cork are the home side, they're still finding their bearings, Mick. And I suppose, look, Limerick, they have plenty of pace tonight for a Masters side.
Yeah, good opening start here by both teams. Paul Palmer's here with us. Paul, good start here. Limerick are at it.
Great start. Limerick are well up for it, Nick. Cork are doing well, they're coming back into it, but Limerick are flying. They're after coming out the blocks quick, Nick.
Yeah, good game here so far. Here is Cork. White is picking it up here, right over here to the far side again. Let's see if they can get it out. He's going to take a shoulder here. Healy is in here looking to get it out there. A good ball up the wing, and they battle over here. It's a lot of tight play down the left-hand side here at Kilworth, John.
Yeah, since we are down the side of the field, Mick, there, I think they got that call wrong. It looked like it came off the Limerick player's leg, but it's going to be a Limerick line ball anyway. But in fairness, there's not an inch been given by either one. Mikey Welch is down injured there now. He just took a little bit of a knock there, but he should be alright.
Yes, the referee Tyler Walsh there, I suppose, John, Munster Championship referee as well, and no surprise there, he leave this play on.
Yeah, he seems to be leaving it flow as much as he can, Mick, and that's what you need, because look, you're probably going to have a little niggly belt, but there's probably no malice in any of them at this level. But in fairness, I'm impressed with the physicality of it, and either team aren't giving an inch.
Yes, a good bright start here in Kilworth. Just a small bit of a delay there as one of the Cork players are down. And we only see one change, we reckon, for Cork, and that is Aidan Cockery is out, that we said to you at the start. And Mark White is in there, number 25, Scott, for Cork.
And obviously Mark White, his club is Brian Dillon's, and they have to be respected, of course.
Ball back over here to Brennan. Brennan right out the sideline. Is that going to call? That's just going to go to the left and wide. And that was a good effort, John. That was just as straight as a dime. There was no bit of call. If any bit of call there, and it was in.
Yeah, he was just very unlucky in fairness. He struck it lovely. It just like the breeze coming across the field, looked like it caught it a little bit, Mick, but in fairness, it was a great effort.
That's a huge puck out. It's hard to gauge here, but we think Cork have the breeze at the moment here in Kilworth. It's nicely poised here, as we said. We expect this to go all the way here. Ball back over here again. There's the snapshot right out there again. That's a good effort by Brian Tobin. Is it going to tail in? And we're just going to see it's just gone out wide. Good effort. And John, he's going to get room. 3 points against Tipperary, and any more room there, and he'll take a bit of minding.
Yeah, he'll take a bit of minding, Mick. Fairness to Brian, he's been playing this for a few years now, and he's never left Cork down in any of the years he's been playing. Fairness, he's an exception.
And here's Brendan again. He's causing a lot of hassle for Cork right in there. The ball is holding up. You can see it clearly. He's got in behind there. There's a little poke home. It's just gone to the keeper's left and wide. It was a good effort, John. It looked like it was in the back of the net from Peter Harty, but it was just cleared out there. There was one or two more players there inside there. It could have been Ian McNamara as well, but the ball is back here on the way right in the middle. Tobin has it here in his home venue in Kilworth in North Cork. He's gone high, but at that time is the breeze going to help it right over the bar, and the umpire just waves that to the left and wide again. It's got a good chance with the breeze.
Great chance, yeah, and the breeze is definitely favouring Cork.
So they'll take their time inside and at the Limerick goal. They know, John, that breeze is big.
Yeah, it seems big, Mick. Kieran's puck out nearly landing on the 21 up here, Mick. But Dylan saying that the Limerick puck out has got a fair distance as well, Mick. I don't know, really, maybe because we're standing here by the trees that it seems a bit stronger, the breeze, but in fairness, it is a great game of hurling so far. Yeah,
brilliant work again here as they try to get another one there to pop it right over the bar again. Is that going to go and hang? And that is just gone to the left and wide again. That's 3 big misses there for Cork, and that was a huge catch there out of the sky in the back line from Mark White there a moment ago.
Yeah, it was a great catch, making a great ball up, and you'll be the only thing you'll be hoping the Cork won't rule all these missed chances, because that one probably should have been scored, Mick, to be fair.
Yeah, we're just going to make sure as number 16 is in goal for Limerick. If we can see the next time, that could be John Chalk, and we'll just check there in the next few moments if we can see the number switching around. Of course, Amanda was brilliant in Killeedy in the All-Ireland Junior B series going back a few years ago. I think it is number 16 is in. It doesn't look like it's Bulfin in goals here, but Cork on the attack here again. Give it in here again, but good Harry Dore looking for number 2 here in Kilworth. Kilworth and North Cork. He's gone high with it again. Oh, it's just hit off the top of it. It's back in around the goal again as they pick it up in the corner. Ball flicked out here that time to Peter Harty. Harty has it. He's in here. Goal opportunity on for Harty. Oh, and he rifles one right across it there. If we can just pick up there. There's one or two substitutions already after coming in for Limerick. John, that looked like it was nearly in the top corner.
I thought it was in the top corner, Mick, and in fairness to him, he'd done everything right. He broke the tackle, bust through, hit a rasper, and he was just very unlucky that it went just past the post, but it just shows how dangerous they are in there if they get the ball in.
Here's Lombard again, just loses it that time, hand passes it over here. Dwyer has it again, out on the sideline, looking there for that one, and that is as cool as you like, is it? They're waving at that one. We're waiting, and he writes it into the book, and it's gone right over the bar. Super score.
Yeah, great score, Mick. Here the Limerick selectors here shouting for a wide ball. It was hard to call here with the sun in my eyes, but we'll take every score we get, Mick.
Yeah, Scott, a lively opening half here for Cork, and to be fair to Dwyer, he's brilliant inside the corner.
Yeah, Barry Dwyer, he's a man that you'd want in the corner, Mick. And this game hasn't disappointed since it started. Now Limerick are giving it up to Cork, but Cork is still doing fairly well.
Yeah, free there and Rory Doherty. We can just have a look in there, and we're making sure there that is number 13 in the corner there for Limerick. John, can you confirm that in the next few moments, that we haven't seen one or two more changes?
Yes, Mick, that Peter Hatt in the corner there for Limerick. He was the man that just was very unlucky with the goal change, and in fairness to him, he looks like he could be a danger in there for the whole game, Mick.
Yeah, Harty nearly rifled that into the top corner. Cork get away with that one here, but a free here, 65 metres and goals. A breeze with Cork again, and Dwyer takes that one again. Cooley lifts it up there, and he strikes that right between the posts again. John, easy as you like for him, and Limerick know now any frees, any around 60, 70 yards out, he's going to pop him.
He looks exceptional free taker, Mick. He looks like he's not going to miss one, and that was a difficult enough one, and he just put it straight over the bar. He's easy.
Yeah, and I do think it's John Chalk is in goals for Limerick, so that is a change there, and we pick up one or two more changes as the referee just judges there for a chop down, and Ty Keeley is inside there. It could be a yellow card out here already, John.
Yeah, that was an awful chop down, Mick, and it's probably his second one in a row. He got away to free up here as well. It was just a ducky belt.
We're just going to see who's picking up. He's going to be a yellow card here. He's having a word with him, and this is one of the players are down there. We'll pick up the boat there, but some good opening play here, some nice scores. But for Cork, I suppose, a lot of wides here. I got in the opening few minutes, and they could be well ahead.
Yeah, like you were even saying there, Mick, a while ago, they had 3 big chances there, you know, that could have changed the game, really. Cork's just been a bit unlucky. Limerick are brewing up a storm.
Yeah, certainly, and they'll be brewing up a storm against Tipperary as well this week coming when they look to get back into, is it John, their 8 Munster final?
Yes, Mick, they're 8 Munster final, and in fairness, you have to hand it to them. They've been the team of a lifetime, really, when you're watching them, because they've been so consistent with maybe one blip last year against Dublin. And you have to say it's probably whoever beats them will probably win the All-Ireland again this year.
No doubt about it, yeah, they were definitely the best team. When you go back to see Limerick winning all them games in the Munster Championship, it's hard enough to get out of Munster. Never mind when it there's that Tobin again as he drops it into the corner right over there as Cork look to pick it up down over the stand-side dressing room here. They have it right in the corner. They're coming out with it again as they bear down on goals here. Bear with us as we find out who has it into Lombard. It just got over again, but Limerick will take it out and clear it out of the back line there, and you can see one or two players. Dora's in there again trying to get it out, and they do get it out by Liam Walsh has it here. Blackrock man will be looking to launch it out here, and we have another substitution in there if we can confirm it there for Limerick in the next few moments, and we expect it'll be ticking fast with subs here, and it is, and that is Peter Harty drawing a free here straight in front of goals for Limerick. A good chance there. John, can you see who came on?
Number 18, Barry Manton came on there, and in fairness he won a great ball there, and he gave a great pass up, and this is a free in for Limerick now, so this will be a test of the Limerick free taker now, Mick, because the Cork free taker looks like he's not going to miss any, so we'll see what the Limerick free taker is like now, Mick.
Good chance here. Definitely, and look, we'll see what they can make of it. And you have number 15 behind it, if I'm right, Ian McNamara.
Ian McNamara has it here. He's just straight in front of us here. He's probably on the 65-metre line here. Nothing easy with the breeze here. He'll be looking to guide it here towards the right-hand post here. McNamara, he's their giant captain here. Good chance here now just to steady himself and get the bearing here, and he's gone high with it there, and that's it looks like it's a good effort, and I'd say it's gone right over, John. That is another good free here, and that gives you an idea they're not going to miss much either.
No, Mick, it was a great score, and in fairness, he'd probably another 30 yards to spare on that, so Cork know if they can't foul within any of the vicinity there, they're going to be probably punished.
Ball just gone over the line there, just missed out there by Rory Doherty. 2 points against that Tipperary. We seen him as well in Youghal, and yeah, he was pretty sharp as well that day.
He was sharp. Do you know, he was on his ball, and it would take a lot to outsmart him.
Yeah, so sideline here, and they look at to clear their lines out of the back line there, but he just puts it up to, and they try to give it back here. I suppose it was the kiss of death, but the referee calls it back, John. I suppose if in doubt, you should go long.
Yeah, if in doubt, you should go long. I can't understand why you'd go 5 yards there when you're up in there, your own goals. So like, that was probably a silly play from Limerick, and now you're just going to see can Cork punish him.
And they have it right over here on the side, and looking for a quick one here. Doherty does it quick. Nice ball up there. Will he ask for it back? He doesn't, and he's just hooked there. You could see it coming. A nice swipe back there again on Michael Walsh, but he called for it well. But Limerick clear their lines right up here. This is where the danger is down this side, but Healy will pop it back in. All the experience in the wall. Chance to pop it into the arms again. It's all Cork now. They are moving here, and there is another brilliant effort from Dwyer. Is that going to hold in? But it's just gone to the right and wide. John, slick movement, nice passing, started by the great Ty Healy around the wing back.
Yeah, great passing there again, and look, the finish was just a little bit off, but the breeze is really blowing across the field, so it's not an easy night to be shooting. It is strong breeze across the field, so I suppose that probably explains why the ball is tailing so much.
Good call here by Ty Healy, moving over the danger man here, Andrew Brennan.
Yeah, Andrew Brennan, the Caherland man, he's really causing problems for Cork tonight.
And that one was just screwed wide there by Brennan, and Healy's gone over to doing a job, and you can see why.
Yeah, and there was some catch over Tyke's head in fairness, and that's a fair job because, as we all know, Tyke Healy down the edge, you wouldn't catch a ball over his head. Fairness, Barry's after 2 great catches, and just the finishes just haven't been there, but he's a danger man for sure, Mick, for Limerick.
Yeah, ball breaking over around the corner back line. You can see Mikey Dillon was over there wearing a number 2. We'll run through the teams there in the next few moments again when we have a break of play here, but we're just going to figure out here to make sure there's no other substitutions on before we call out this. But chance over here again now to put it right in around the danger zone here. Lombard is causing a bit of a hassle inside around anything into the paw around the box here, he'll cause damage.
Yeah, and in fairness, he's doing very well with the ball that's coming into him. And in fairness, the Cork, they're sitting right into it now. They just need to take their chances now at this stage.
There's the ball back here to Davy Kelleher again. Has a go. He's a long way out again. That's going to go high. And if Barry Walsh is watching the next few days, that's how you do it.
Yeah, great score there again, Mick, and well walked. And in fairness, the minute he left his hurley, you knew it was going over the bar, because once you see the keeper looking up at the bar like that, you know it's going straight over his blacksmith.
The man from Killa in East Cork launches that over, and that is John Chalk in goals, we think. Anyway, we'll just try to confirm it at half time if we can. A swipe there, right over there, as that Brennan tried to pick it up there, and Cork looking for it in here again, and Walsh has it again there from Kildare. Back in here again, as you can see, he'll be looking for a return, and he's going to get it right out on the sideline here again. Chance here for Michael Walsh, right out on the sideline. That's just going to be hooked to the right and wide. Another good chance, Scott, and Cork are real settling down now.
Yeah, Cork is settling. You saw a bit of scrappy play there, Mick, but Cork came out of it, and they're really unlucky with the chances they've had so far. It's early days, but really unlucky not to get those few points.
Yeah, the breeze seems to be, John, going across the pitch there.
Yeah, it is really hard to shoot into this top goals, Mick. You can see it with the way the wind is blowing across. Every ball seems to be tailing to our near side here, Mick. So it's not easy shooting that. It's probably actually easier shooting into the bottom goals, because if you look at the flags, the wind doesn't seem to be going as much across down there.
Yeah, it says Tyler Walsh there calls a halt there. John, I suppose if you can just run through the Cork team there.
The Cork team is in goals, Kieran Welch, number 2 Liam O'Ryan, number 25 Mark White is in for number 3 Aidan Cockery, number 4 is Declan Tobin, number 5 is Jonathan Armand, number 6 is Tyke Healy, number 7 is Conor Kinsley, number 8 is Michael Welch, number 9 is Ted Lorben, number 10 is Rory O'Doherty, number 11 is Brian Tobin, number 12 is Davy Kelleher, number 13 is Barry Dwyer, number 14 is Brendan Lombard, and number 15 is Daniel White.
Just give you an update on the Limerick team there. There will be number 25 coming in there. Martin Mulvale will be coming in. Scott, you can run through the Limerick team there.
Yeah, so Mick, we just had the Killeedy man, Martin Mulvale, come on. We don't have Bufflin in goals, but we do think that it's John Chalk. Number 2 is Mikey Dillon. Number 3 is Ed Kiley. Number 4, Brendan O'Shea. 5, Harry Dorr. You've seen a lot of him tonight. He's been ever present. Number 6, Liam Walsh. Number 7, Carl O'Regan. Number 8, Liam O'Sullivan. 9, Derek Grimes of the Piershick. 10, Paddy McNamara. 11, Adrian Garvey. 12, Andrew Brennan. You've seen a lot of him too on the ball. Peter Harty with a goal chance earlier, number 13. Paddy Leahy, number 14. And Ian McNamara, number 15.
Yes, so the changes are rang here, and we expect plenty more here as at 1 or 2 positional switches. And if you just bear with us there, you can see Brendan O'Shea is coming out here and he's moving back into full back. But as Cork again have it right over here as they start the attack in the back line. Jonathan Ormond drops it in here again. Some good movement, slick movement again by Dwyer. Pops it in here again. Cork passing it around at Derry's into the middle here. Good movement. Michael Walsh from Kildare seeing a lot of ball right into the corner again, looking to pick it up on the far side. John, I suppose the passing movement here is something else so far.
Great passing there again, Mick, and just if we can get it's just the finishing touch is just missing, but it was very well worked. And if you keep Limerick running around like that, Mick, they will tire, because that was an exceptional passing move, and as you know, chasing a ball like that, you get fair tired fair quick.
Yeah, and Tobin was just off target there, very unlucky. Healy goes up there to clash of the ash here, right on the back line here again. That good movement is a big swing around there, Stray Hurley there, right. Limo Arenas in the back line. John, he was moving the timber nicely there.
Yeah, he was moving nicely there, and in fairness, as we said, Mick, there's not an inch being given here from Limo Arena. And in fairness to all the Cork and Limerick players, there's not probably a dirty bench in it, Mick. It's just good hard hurling. It's exactly what you want to see, and in fairness, it's an enjoyable game so far.
Yes, yeah, we have Cian Walsh here from Kilworth. Brilliant goalkeeper for Kilworth down through the years, and very, very unlucky not to see that red jersey in his younger days here. He won't be too far away here, but he does the optional thing here and right in here to the corner again if they have it deep in that corner. Cork looking, that was a great ball in here as they come out here left hand in the Hurling and picks it up right on the outside there. We're just having a look there. There's another 1 or 2 more substitutions in here for Cork if we can just make sure. We have, yes, number 18 is in there from Liscool. Mossy O'Connell is in there. He's in on top of the right, of course, the club of the great Dermot Healy and his father Brendan, who I have worked with on club many times here. Ball sideline there again from Doherty, just gone to the right and wide. So a good few changes happening again.
Yes, Mick, you probably have to keep rolling the subs, and in fairness, both teams are using their squads well. And in fairness, Cork could rule these chances, Mick, there after a lot of wides. They're well on top now at this period again. You kind of have to take advantage of it when you're on top, because as we see, Mick, these games ebb and flow, and every team gets their purple patch.
Yes, Liam O'Sullivan has it here for Limerick. Right around 45 out to touch of the Hurley was on there, but brilliant work in the back line. And you can see there's some number 25 there as we have it as Mark White. Johnny's picking up a lot of ball here as Cork on the attack. We'll go back to that in the next few moments. Good hand passing here. Chance here to sidestep again. Cork have it here. Right there again from Davy Kelleher again. Has that gone over the bar? That is another brilliant score from the man from Killer.
Yeah, it was a huge score, Mick, and it was well worked again. The sidestep well, it was great passing moving down to the backs. And in fairness to Cork, they're using the ball well, and 7-3 up. It is a nice lead to have, but with 22 minutes gone, they could probably be 12 or 13-3 up, Mick.
Yes, number 28 is in there for Limerick as well. Keep an eye out here as they just go there. Another chance. Oh, good interception. But the referee calls that back. Number 28, if you can see there, Scott, and just have a check there and see who's in for us.
Number 28 for Limerick is Niall Collins of Ahan.
Okay, so the chances there and changes are being made here, John, and that's what it's all about here. You're going to see a lot of that here as Ian McNamara will take this right in front of the goals.
Yeah, we see it in the years gone by, making fairness to every county. They do use their subs very well, and it's all about keeping fellas fresh. Get them on for 10, get them off for 10, and then you can finish strong, see, and it's the last 10 minutes as we've seen in a lot of these games, Mick, is where the game is won and lost.
Yes, McNamara drives that right over the bar just to keep Limerick ticking away. It's a fast opening half here, and it's going to be a big second half. John, as you rightly said, Limerick know that they're well in this game here in Cork. Probably about 5 or 6 misses here in this opening half here as they try to wrestle it back into the corner again. Some good play right over by Declan Tobin, and 1 or 2 more players just in around that zone again, and Limerick coming out with that dirty ball.
Yeah, they came out with that dirty ball very well there, Mick. Cork were probably overplaying there a little bit, but in fairness it has worked every other time, so you can't say much about it.
Kinsella, good ball over here again to Doherty. Doherty drops it right back in here. It could miss all here, and it has, and it's just fallen here. Tobin was wrestled to the ground, and there was a lot of stick work inside there from cornerback Mikey Dillon. John, he was straight through goals if he held him.
Yeah, look, I know the Limerick crowd aren't probably happy with it, but just as Tobin was running past, the hang just came on the back. You gave him a little push forward. When you're running at that speed, you're going to fall over. He's bending over to catch the ball. It was a quick decision, and Limerick by giving out here now, have just given Cork a simple tap over free. It's probably silly because we all know the new rule now, it's moved into the 13.
Do you have a shot at it when it goes straight in?
Personally, I think so, yeah. I think this game is far from won, and you have to take your chances when they come in the pitch.
Yeah, he's right in around here, John. I suppose he's going to put it over the bar, look, but there's an opportunity there, but I think he'll probably take the point.
Yeah, if it was the last 5 minutes now making you were going down, he'd definitely go for it, but you probably stretch your lead out to 4 now with 5 to go to half time, because if you don't get the goal, you're saying that point could be crucial at the end.
Yeah, Dwyer again slats it over the bar. He's some cool customer.
Yeah, the Belgouli man, he does it with ease, and there's a bit of class about him for his age, isn't there?
Yeah, certainly. He's probably one of the fittest men that I've seen around this massive circuit in a while. Picks up the ball in the corner, uses the energy wisely. Here's Kinsella dropped it out again, but brilliant work in the back line. And there they have it again, right into the middle here, picking up a huge amount of ball here as O'Connell has it there. He throws it that time. You could see it, John. There was much of that you were going to get away with here.
No, you aren't going to get away with that one there, because in fairness, it was probably the most blatant show I've seen in years, but in fairness, he got a bit hit before, and he tried his best to palm it, but yeah, quick call here by Tyler Welch, in fairness.
Yeah, we're just going to have a look here, and Chalk is coming over, and no strangers to doing points in Kaleedy in the last few years when he was on their All-Ireland journey, and let's see here, he won't be far away from this.
No, it's just if you can judge the win now, make this the big one, because it's right on the sideline, but he'll definitely have the distance as we see from his book out, so it'll be interesting. This could be a dangerous ball dropping in around the square, and Hurley's flying, it could go anywhere.
Yes, that Chalk drives that in. Look at that for a ball there. This will be all about will it hold in there around that zone. And there you go. That's what we said. I've seen this movie before, John. And he's some operator.
Yeah, it was a great score, Mick. And in fairness, he probably didn't even strike it at full strength. He just lifted lovely wrist, Hurling again. And great score.
Good ball again here as Cork are ringing the changes on the far side as well. But Limerick getting their bearings here again. Right over here to this side again. Good movement now. Harry Dorr will try to make sure he does nothing silly. He does. He gives it out here to Carl O'Regan. O'Regan will pick it up and pop it back in. They'll be looking for that ball. Dorr again picks it up here. Looking down this side again over here. And there is that number 21 in also there for Limerick. There is Roger Ryan.
Yeah, Mickey Law seems to be down this side of the field, in fairness. Some lovely play there from Limerick as well. They walked the ball through the hands and they got the clearance out, and in fairness to Cork and Limerick, both of them are walking the ball very well. You can see both of them have a lot done on the training pitch, because that just doesn't happen on a night. That's from an awful lot of training, Mick. And in fairness to these fellas, they're given as much commitment as any team would give, and in fairness, fair play to them.
Yeah, certainly. Scott, any other players there that caught your eye there for Limerick?
Yeah, look, I suppose I have to say Harry Dorr. He's doing very well. You can see maybe there's this silly play on the ball there, but he's doing very well and he's creating chances. Look, Andrew Brennan is also there, as is Adrian Garvey and Peter Harty obviously as well.
Yes, I think Limerick will be happy with this opening half here. Cork have failed to put him away, but here's Doherty will pick it up here from Ballincollig and passes it inside again. Good movement on here. This is what they need. Oh, just gone over the head there. We can see is that number 28 in there for Cork. If he can confirm that could be Don O'Rourke in. Let's see, that ball is out on the sideline there. Is that Kelleher again? That's had another go at it there. Is that? We just confirmed there. And there is another substitution in from Cork. He's just moving over here. And that's another beautiful score there. The umpires were well and truly ready for that one.
Fellas, Keller is after hitting 3 lovely points, making it. It was probably needed for Cork, because Cork probably need to go in 5-6 ahead because of the dominance they've had since the opening 10 minutes. And they probably have, it's not reflecting on the scoreboard, but in fairness to Limerick, they're not giving them anything soft.
Yeah, Kelleher's gone in centre forward. Can you confirm if Brian Tobin has gone off number 11 there? Brilliant catch again, right out in the back line there by White. Excellent, there's Tobin now, he's still on it, but he's in his own back line. He drops the ball deep into the forward line again. Nice little catch there, right out. There's the hand pass back again. Here's another snapshot again. Is that Kelleher again? Going to have another go at it.
It's interesting to see Tobin dropping back, Mick, and just see what he'll do on the ball. A bit back the field.
So ball just clashed over here that time. Nice little side movement by Kinsella there. Oh, good effort there, right in around that danger zone. Lombard and Co. inside, they're looking to pick it up if they can and have a snapshot around the goals, but Limerick coming out of the back line. They survived that here, but picked up over here again. Nice ball out here again. O'Connell will try to get in there, but Doherty's outside him if he wants to use it, but he's gone right across here, and there's 1 or 2 players got in for Tobin, missed it that time, and Cork looking to flick it out here, and Kelleher tries to pop it up again. He's going to get a second chance here. He's looking for his 4 point, takes takes a heavy shoulder. Keller's in here, he might smash it. Oh, he's gone inside. John, the chance was there.
Yeah, he should have got himself, Mick. The chance was gone. They tried to overplay it, Mick, but I know if it comes off, it's brilliant. But in fairness, he was 20 yards out of free shot. He should have gone for the juggler himself.
Yeah, Michael Walsh from Kildare on a lot of ball. Of course, his brother, the great Austin Walsh, a National League winner with Cork many moons ago. Is that Kelleher again right out on the sideline? And that has just gone to the right and wide. It's all Cork now.
It's all Cork now, Mick, and you look, people heard me saying earlier that Limerick were dominant, but Cork are coming back into it. You can see down there where the Cork flags are by Chalk's goal that Cork are emerging slowly but surely.
And there won't be much stoppage time here. We make out maybe about 3 minutes as Healy tries to flick it down. Brennan again, what a catch out the sky. Healy hits him a shoulder there, and it's a free out here. And we're just going to see here, will they bring out McNamara again, or will Chalk come over? But McNamara's hit one or two good ones as well, Jen, so they have 2 good free tackles.
Yeah, and the 2 keepers have huge puckouts, Mick, and in fairness to Peter McNamara, he hasn't missed a beat yet, so Mick, it's a tough one now from the sideline, but you have to fancy him to score.
Yeah, we're coming up here on the stroke of half time here, and he hit a cool one there straight in front of the goals, but nothing easy about this one here. This will bring this right down the melting pot here, John. Cork really should have been going in with about an 8-point lead, but it won't be that.
No, it won't be that, Mick, and as I said, the last 10 minutes of this game will be crucial, because that's when we see all them being won, and you have to take your chances. You have to put a team away when you get your chance. They're probably going to go in with max 4 and probably a 3-point lead.
That's a good one. That's right on the money again, and that's gone over the bar here. We're going to hear the half-time whistle coming the next minute or two. He mightn't play much here, but Cork need nothing silly here, and Kieran Walsh has it again here in his home venue in North Cork. Drops it right down the throat here of the centre-back here. He got over Liam Walsh, right over Lombard again, but they come out over here again, and they pick it up here by Cal O'Regan from Bruff. Drops it back over here to Harry Dorr. Dorr will flick around here, and he's played a huge first half here. Lovely score again as they drop it right in here around the danger zone. Players inside behind him if they see him, and they do, and he's in again here. Chance here now to smash this one, and it's gone right into the back of the net, and that time it did look like Peter Harty that rifled this one home.
Yeah, like that's a huge score for Limerick, because they've been out of the game for the last 20 minutes, to be fair, and they're going to go in level, if not a point up now, considering when he'll blow it. That's a big downer for Cork going in at half-time, an awful time to concede a goal right on the stroke of half-time. So can Cork pick themselves up to go again?
Yes, Sam, we'll be just going pitch side in the next few moments, myself and Scott, and we'll talk to you about that first half there, but Limerick, as we felt, back in this one here and have a big breeze in the second half, so we'll join you there in the next few moments. Hello and welcome back here to Kilworth. Its sides are level here between Cork and Limerick. It was all Cork in the opening exchanges here, but Limerick, they are rifled in a goal there just on the stroke of half time. Peter Harty sent out the warning inside about 20 minutes when he rifled one right across the goals from about 21 yards out, but just on the stroke of half time, he made no mistake this time. He rushed straight through in goals and hammered a one right into the roof of the net. So we make it out, it's 1-6-9. We'll just confirm it when we go back into the commentary box, but it looks to be that's the scoreline here. I'm delighted to say I'm joined here by Paul Palmer. Paul, lots of good players here tonight. I suppose when you look at it there, Barry Dwyer's played well for Cork, but I suppose in the centre forward line here, Brennan as well, out on the left hand side, has done well here for Limerick.
Yeah, doing very well, yeah, Nick. But there's some great battles going on around the field there. You've Ty Healy here with the wing forward, number 12 for Limerick. A right tussle, proper hurling, like. The goal for Limerick there, what's his name, Harty showed the old dog for the hard road. He used the hip, knocked your man on the ground, picked the ball up, stuck it into the back of the net. A great goal, do you know what I mean? So Limerick are after coming back into it, but Cork were well on top. But Limerick are after coming back into the game, and they're looking good.
I suppose when you look at the context in this opening half, there is a breeze here and Cork were playing it, but Limerick must be happy now.
Limerick are happy, they got the goal, do you know what I mean? But the breeze could be the difference, like the Cork goalkeeper there, the Kilworth lad, will be able to drive that down into the full forward line here in the second half, so hopefully Cork can get on top inside there.
Scott, have you been a blistering opening half? We said in that commentary this is going all the way. Who stood out for you for Limerick?
Yeah, for Limerick I would have to say Harry Dorr stood out for me. Now, just to give mentions to Peter Harty, like that goal, it just shows the class in the Master Championship. Also looking at Andrew Brennan of Caherlane, you see when he was on the ball and even in the sides and the bits of play, he was very good. But Harry Dorr, Like maybe there was one or two chances that he could have maybe handled better, but definitely he's been my standout player.
Yeah, there's been some right battles here, as you pointed out there. Brennan and Ty Healy having a battle there, and fair play to Cork, they moved him over. He was a danger man.
Absolutely. But it's a great battle. Like Ty Healy, he played for Cork at one stage, serious player. But I want to give a shout out to Mike Welch there, Kildare man as well, playing centre field. He's playing a great in linking the backs to the forwards. He's playing very, very well. But it's great to see it's great to come to the match firstly, but it's great to see the older fellas, they still have it. Do you know what I mean? So it's brilliant to watch.
Yeah, certainly the story of the half here has been Cork have been explosive in the first few minutes, but then just on the stroke of half time it was that Peter Harty goal that has brought the sides level here. But some good performances from Cork, as Paul said there. Michael Walsh in the middle of the park, he's the architect for them there. He's been running the show. Doherty was on a lot of ball in the wing forward line. Dwyer inside in the full forward line as well, causing a bit of damage. And Lumbers inside has been awkward. And Davy Kelleher from Killer, I suppose Barry Walsh would be happy with the points that he's after picking off here. But for Limerick, they've had some good performances as well. Right in that wing forward line, Brennan has been good. Harty inside in the corner. Liam Walsh in the back line, excellent as well. They're going to take a bit of stopping here in this second half if we're to go by the breeze. But of course, there was nothing ever won with the breeze. From me, Mick here, and Paul and Scott will join you back for the second half here in Kilworth in the next few moments. Hello and welcome back here for the second half. It's all to play for 1-6 to 9 points, and Limerick starts as well, but intercepted by Doherty in the middle. Lots of flicking going around over there, and there's the swipe into the forward line. The sun has gone down here, and that's a Liam O'Reen there with a huge ball. Ian Scaraman drops it right in around that danger again, but Limerick coming out here that time, and some good movement in the back line. Now you can see with the way they've started, Scott, they mean business.
Yeah, you saw there with Liam O'Reen, there was plenty of chances there for Cork, but Limerick, they mean business. It's far from over yet, Mick, between the two sides. Could go anyway.
Free here, and we'll just have a look there for any more changes here, John, if you can spot anything else. And I was right there, that is Don O'Rourke is in there wearing number 28. He's inside here, top of the left, but operating probably out in the wing forward line.
Number 21 is in there for Limerick as well, Roger Ryan from Kildare. So yeah, the changes at half time, I'd say, Mick, but just another big free for Ian McNamara now, because we've seen a lot of the balls in the first half tail to the near post here, so we'll just see if he is watched in the first half and will he allow for the ball, because they seem to be pulling this way with the wind.
Yeah, you're going to get a good view of this one here, but he's going to probably have to aim it for the left-hand post, and you can see the breeze here as well. It'll be pumping down here, and he does aim for the left-hand post, and that is a super score, John. That is a good lesson, as you said. He watched that in the first half.
Yeah, you can see it in the first half, and in fairness, he left it in and it curled right in over the centre bar. He nearly started it outside the left-hand post, Mick.
Yeah, good start here from Limerick. They go into the lead. Very, very impressed by this Limerick side, John, to be fair. But good movement again out on the sideline again. The ball is going to be dropping short, and it's gone in again. And this is the danger now for Cork. The ball going over the line, Scott, and I suppose running out of play into no man's land.
This is the trap, Mick, and you could get caught very easy. We see that Chalk now. He's good at puck out.
It's a big 10 minutes here now, Mick, for Cork, because you have to settle back into the game and try and get a score, because if you get a run on, it's going to be very hard to come back into it.
Yes, ball breaking in around here again. Garvey was trying to get in here, but Cork coming out, takes his shoulder that time. Good movement in the back line by Jonathan Norman, the man from Youghal. Some solid operator inside there, John, and I'm hearing he's a fine runner as well.
Yeah, I heard he was a good runner, Mick, and in fairness, Tim, he done very well there, because he got a good knock on the way out and a good free to win. And I tell you what, Kieran won't be far away from pointing this one, Mick.
Kieran will be looking to drop this in around the money here again if he can. There was one or two players just making a bit of movement from there. He goes, he drops it right in. That'll just tell you how big of an effort Chalk shot was there before half time here. Ball is rambling around inside. It's going to break for someone inside there in the box again. Oh, has it gone just to the left and wide? And was that number 25 up around there? If we can just pick out, see one or two numbers changes, but it's gone out here for a 65.
It was a great save actually, Mick, by John Chalk, because I'd say he wouldn't have expected a shot, and in fairness, he got his leg down and got it out for a 65. In fairness, a big save in terms of the game, because I would have put Cork 2 points ahead.
Yeah, you're looking here now, right over here for Barry again. He'll be probably aiming John here for the right-hand post this time. We've seen a few in the first half just tail off to the left here.
Yes, Mick, it's a big free now, because in fairness, Cork probably should have gone in half-time 4 or 5 up, and to go in level and now a point down, it's probably a huge boost to Limerick. Cork need to respond.
Yes, it went in at our level here, and there is Dwyer again to drop that over the bar. As cool as you like. I likened him to the great Shawnee McGrath in Youghal, and I tell you, Shawnee would be pretty happy with him.
Shawnee would be happy, he'd be smiling definitely if he was here. And look, that's what it's all about, legendary stuff.
Yeah, some super point there just when Cork needed it. Back over here again, looking here for the clash of the ash. Healy goes up for it. Oh, he's just missed him that time, but there's super stuff again. And is that tapped right over the bar? And that was picked out of the sky by Adrian Brennan for the best point here of the half there. Right over here. Super ball there by Andrew Brennan.
Yeah, in fairness to Brennan, he's after winning a lot of high ball. And he's a big man and it was a great finish, Mick.
In here again is Cork loose, looking here to get a hold of it. That's what we said there, the little switches inside there, John. It's just gone out wide. Can you confirm there who's in the full forward line for Cork?
I can see we have Rory O'Doherty's gone in there, Mick, and we have, I think it's Massey O'Connell inside there, Mick, as well.
Yeah, so Rory O'Doherty was operating in around there. So we see there, White goes up for it again there, just loses out there. And there they have it again, some good work, but just hooked back there. Oh, he's in there, McNamara's looking to pick it up here, and he'll swipe on it, and Kieran Walsh will read it well, and there's an opportunity to drop it out here, and he does. He drops it over here to O'Rourke, the man from St. Ita's, of course, Seamus Harnady's club. Right over here again, out here, he's having a look here. He'll need to get rid of it and drop it in. He does, he drops it right in here again, looking to pick it up. Goal opportunity on here if they can, and they have it, and Cork have a chance to rifle it, and it's into the back of the net, and it's at the man from Arroglan, Tom Keneally, has rifled that home.
Great goal from the Arroglan man in fairness, Mick, and he done very well because he refrained from coming across the square. He took 2 steps back, and it was great play by Massey O'Connell to lay off the ball to him, and that's a big goal for Cork now, Mick.
Brilliant stuff there, John. Good call inside there. There is switches happening. Super play here again. Cork back in action here in the middle of the park. Ball out here on the sideline. Brian Tobin has a chance here to get it in if he can. Take a shoulder. Good hand pass out here. Steadied himself here. Michael Walsh from Kildare. Get one more go at it. He'll use the breeze, will he? He does. And that's gone right over the bar. I've been highly impressed by him. He's been their stand-up performer. John, you've a smile in your face. It's like you won the lotto.
But I can't give him too much credit now. He's going to be paid the fellas who's playing well here tonight. I can't go over more than him because he'll never let it down.
There's another huge ball in around the money again, but that's just gone to the far right and wide. Andrew Brennan is the danger man, just unlucky there, Scott.
Yeah, he's the danger man, but just to comment on the last 2 minutes, Mick, Cork are really on fire. What a goal that was, and up the Rebels.
So Kieran is taking his time here as Cork get it back here and gaining a bit of control again there. It was a bright start in the second half. Here's Michael Walsh again. He's been everywhere. Ball out here again to O'Rourke. Has it out on the sideline again. He sidesteps him like he wasn't even there. But back in here again. Look to pop it in. Good ball out here again. Another snapshot here from Kelleher. And Kelleher drops it right into the corner again. Keneally is in there again. Pushed in the back. And that is a free all day long. And now Cork are operating at a high level.
And in fairness, Mick, Keneally, he done very well to get out in front, and the cornerback didn't even try and pull his hands away when he thought he might get away, but it was most blatant free of the night, and then it's a big score. This will be a big score for Cork now to put him 4 ahead, Mick, after probably starting poor enough to the second half. But the goal is huge. As we say, goals win games.
Yes, and here's Dwyer again. We won't put the kiss of death on it here, but he's been pretty good with them, and he's rifled that one, and that's gone straight between the posts. He doesn't miss much.
No, he doesn't miss much. He's fairly sharp, Mick, on the ball.
So now John Chalk will be looking here to move it a bit quicker here for Limerick. A nice little swing around here. And John, there's note here that the breeze has gone down.
Yeah, the breeze has gone down. It's probably good for Cork because in fairness, John Chalk's first puck out and he landed on our 15-yard line.
There's a good ball in there that time from Mikey Dillon in around there, and the referee has called it back here. Tyler Walsh has given her the free in, and a good chance here now just to pop this over the bar here for Limerick. They're looking to do it quick in here, but he was trying to gain that a few yards to bring it in.
Yeah, he's trying to gain a few yards to bring it in, but I presume Ian McNamara will just tap this over Mick and put 3 again between them again.
Yes, a good chance here again for McNamara to drop it right over the bar if he can. Some good performances here. The free taking, Scott, has been out of this world here.
Oh, it has, and look, in an intense match, there's plenty of class there. We'll see now what he can do in the ball. Will he try to get a goal, or will he go straight over? And he goes straight over.
That's the wise thing to do. Good point again there by Ian McNamara. He's the giant captain here. So a real explosive half here. And there's one or two more changes here. John, can you run through that there?
Mike Geary is coming in there now from St. Patrick's for Limerick, and the fellas from Limerick, they are using the bench really well. They're rotating very well, and the fellas to no player that has come on has left either team down so far.
Good pop in here. Limerick have it in the middle of the park here. Dropped it right in again by Mikey Dillon. It's going to tail to the right and wide, and that just shows you there you'd want to be aiming for the new dressing rooms over there, John, to get a point.
Yeah, we've seen it there in the first half, Mick. It is very hard to score into this top goals from distance. You probably have to walk it to about 30 or 40 yards and then you'll glide it over. The shots from distance are all tailing off to your right, Mick.
There's Ty Keeley, had a right battle over there with Brennan. The two main men are at it over there. With Cork on the attack again. Keneally's inside here. He's turned the screw here. Ball inside again. Cork on it again. Looking to come in here and pop another one over the bar. And that is another. Oh, it's just gone to the left and wide. But Tom Keneally has caused the damage for Cork.
Yeah, he's playing very well. And in fairness, that should have been a score for Cork. But look, he just said out here for us to Cork. But in fairness, Cork are working the ball very well. As are Limerick. I'm very impressed with both teams, Mick. It's been a great contest so far.
Yeah, super contest there as they go in there. Just a rough tackle in there, and yeah, you could see him. He was going to call it back there. Was it a free for you?
To be honest, I would have to say it's a free, but look, he's a very experienced ref. As you said, he's done plenty of Munster Championship games at inter-county level.
The difference tonight is keeping his cards in his pocket, Mick.
Yes, I won't say anything on that one, but I suppose there's a time and place for that, and he has to do in Munster Championship games, but he's told so. That's unfortunately, that's how it goes here, and he's refereeing it here tonight like he'd normally probably do it here, but a chance in here again now just to rifle it over the bar again by McNamara if he can, and that's another good score. John, if you can just call out that score again up there for us.
112 to 110 now, Mick. There's 2 points in it, and in fairness to the two free takers, they probably haven't missed a beat all night, and they're probably keeping their team's scoreboard ticking over. But in fairness, there's not an inch being given, and in fairness to Tyler, all jokes aside, he's doing very well tonight, and he's leaving the game floor as much as he can.
Yes, certainly is. He's a very fine performance. Ormond is playing well in the back line as well. The man from Youghal back in here again, right over the head of both men here that time, and that looked a free again, and it is a good call. And we can see number 17 is in there, Cathal Heavey, the man from Airns Zone, the great club of the great Brian Cochrane.
Yeah, he just played the helmet there, Mick. Nothing in malice in it again. The referee's right. It's just a free, but he just, I suppose, trying to get his hand to the ball, and Cockford just got out in front of him and he just played the helmet. It's a simple enough free.
Yes, and here's a chance here for Barry Dwyer again to put this one right over the bar. And there'll be one or two more changes as well here. I suppose when you look there at JJ Carney, number 27, brilliant from Watergrass Hill when he comes off the bench.
Yeah, Mick, he had a big impact last year on a few games, and no doubt he'll have an impact here tonight too. He'll go in probably on the edge of the square, and he knows where the goal is, Mick.
There's Dwyer there. I think it's tailed in. I think it's good, and it is good. A super score again. He played the breeze well.
Super score. It was looking like it mightn't have gone, that it was going to go off, but look, the breeze was in his favour, and he had his eye on the mark and got it over.
There's Chalk with a missile right into the Cork half again, looking here to pick up the second ball. That's what they're trying to give it out to Garvey. He's outside him, but good work by Harty inside. Oh, brilliant interception in the back line for Cork, but Limerick coming again here, and Brennan has it again, right over the shoulder again. Is that going to curl in? I think it could just curl in around the goal. Oh, brilliant from Kieran Walsh out of the sky in Kilworth, and North Cork picks it up. Brilliant.
In fairness, it was great hands, Mick, because he was under immense pressure. Your man was right on him, and in fairness, he didn't bat an eyelid and straight out and worked it out well to keep possession as well, Mick. So great play there from Kieran, and in fairness, well deserved.
Brilliant work right in the far side again there. That ball just going to go right out over again. Cork playing with Keneally inside the full forward line, the lone soldier.
Yeah, I'd probably leave the ball in a bit quicker to him, Mick, because every time the ball goes in, he seems to have the winning of it. He probably took too much out of that over there. Just leave the ball in and leave him winning inside and walk off their shoulders, and you'll probably get a couple of goal chances, Mick.
Yeah, some good work again. There's the ball in there that time, but it's just going to go right down to the back line there. Ed Kiley will try to pick it up, and he has it in the pass side for Limerick. They've done well in there on the back line, popped it back again, but just loses out, and now they need to clear their lines deep in the corner. Comes in here, excellent work by Cal O'Regan. He'll drop it right in here, in around that danger zone again. Both players go up for over here, looking to pick it up here. Was that Ty Keeley is trying to come out with it there. Healy gives a hand pass over again. Cork on the attack here. White blocked down on the far side again, and that is a sideline for Cork. Some brilliant play there in the last few minutes.
Brilliant play there, Mick. in the last few minutes. It's a high intensified match for a Masters clash, and we're really seeing both teams in it, but Cork are looking more favourable in this half, in my opinion anyway. Would you agree, Mick?
Yes, slightly. The breeze has picked up again, so it'll favour Limerick here in the next few moments. That's the thing. It's been a ifing and hang here, John, and the breeze has played a part here. Cork on the attack, looking to get the hand pass in there. Tobin will try to get it back. White helmet on him there, red jersey. Just loses out again here, and Cork have it. Is that another free in? Referee said, was he been dragged?
Yeah, he was. Mick, his hand just as he was breaking the tackle, he just caught his hand and pulled it straight down. I know the Limerick selectors here seem to be going mad about every decision, but to me they're blatant frees, Mick, and he's getting the frees both ways. It's not just one way. I can't see a call he's probably got wrong tonight, to be honest, Mick.
Yeah, he's refed it brilliantly. This is probably the hardest one for Barry, and this is probably the most important one of the night here.
Definitely, yeah. And look, we'll see what he does out of it.
So Dwyer has it again here, looking to pop this over the man from Balgooley. Let's see if he can get it. The Cork need this one again, just to edge a bit ahead here again and go point for point with him. And he's done the right thing here again. We said that was his hardest one, and it's gone right over the back.
Yeah, making fairness to the two free takers, Ian McGrath and Barry Dwyer. Ian McNamara, and Barry Dwyer. They haven't missed a beat, Mick, and I don't think they have missed a free, Mick, have they?
No, they've been absolutely brilliant, both players. Ball is over here again alongside there. Ty Keeley went up again. Some battle going on the far side there, over the stand side. John, it's no surprise that we had a lot of the play over here on the first half down our right hand side with Healy and Brennan.
Yeah, and it's all your other side this half, Mick, but the fellas, they're having some battle over there, the two of them, and in fairness, it's great to watch, and they're fully committed, but there isn't a dirty stroke between the two of them. And it's a great game to watch. In fairness to Limerick and Cork, they're putting on another great show, Mick.
Yeah, another free here for Dwyer again. Scott, not a good chance getting harder to the frees.
Yeah, they're getting harder and harder, but look, hopefully he should get this. And just to comment there on Ty Keeley, as he was saying, lads, he's been superb tonight, and he's a player who's really getting stuck into all the plays. And we'll see how this goes now.
And Dwyer again, look at that, straight through the eye of a needle and right over the bar. John, that man is some operator.
Is there a chance he could get called up for Sunday, Mick, for a free taking? The way he's striking tonight, you could nearly put him inside corner forward just for the frees, Mick.
There'll be no doubt about it, he will be getting the call. Teely went up again, tried to win at that time. He's in behind it. Look at that White, he's been brilliant in the back line, wearing number 25 from Brian Dillon's. Of course, a great club where Cal Saunders, a man that I played with many years ago. Over here again is Limerick coming out of the back line. Liam Walsh has it here, looking to clear up the man from Blackrock. Not in Cork, in Limerick. Backs up here again, looking to bring it down. Ball over the top here, but brilliant work again. Oh, just nipped it away, they're still in. Trying to force it home. Oh, it's just gone wide. It was some brilliant work in the back line by Declan Tobin. He stopped a certain goal and Cork come out with it, and Cian Walsh done brilliant as well. Some great work.
Yeah, the Kilworth man, he's on his home turf. It's newly developed. Great facilities here, as we see Mick. And Cian Walsh, he's playing a blinder tonight.
Referee just says play on again here on the far side as Cork come on the attack again. Ball over the head. He calls it back again for chopping down. And that is a free, and it could have went the other way straight away in the first goal, but I thought there was dragging him there.
Yeah, it did, Mick. It's just as he broke the tackle again, your man just never left the hand go. He probably got away with it. He just held it for the second too long, and it's blatant in much referee can see it. He has to give it. And in fairness, Limerick are probably, their discipline is probably leaving them down, but it's all silly fouls. But look, that's what happens.
Yes, there's been some second half performance here from Cork. They went in level here, and Dwyer's looking to pump this one over the bar again. They went a point or two down in the start of the second half, John, and they have turned it around. That goal from Keneally was the icing on the cake for them.
The goal was huge, Mick, when it came, because they just got a point and they got the goal straight away after. And to get 3 points up then was probably huge after the way the second half had started. And in fairness, they've drove on since, but now there's 13, probably 14, 15 minutes left here, Mick, and they need a big last 15 now to see out this, because there's no doubt Limerick will start going for a few goals now, and as we see when the ball does come in, the chances are presenting themselves. In fairness, they were very unlucky enough for a goal there, Mick. So Cork will have to stay on their toes and not give away anything silly.
Would it be fair to say that Cork looked the fitter team?
I would say so. Now, there is a few lads, like you see Adam Brennan there, the Cardiff man, Andrew Brennan, he's doing fairly well. But Cork, they are looking very physical. I say Barry Dwyer is probably the most physical on the Kilworth pitch tonight.
So here we go again, the ball right in here. Liam Walsh looking to pick it up here for Kilworth. Nice little touch out here. Has it in the middle of the park here. Beautiful night here in Kilworth and North Cork. Back in here again. Ty Healy goes up there. Just misses out here. Healy's coming back for more again in the corner there. Harty was trying to win it up. Healy was over there as well. But Mark White has been brilliant. Healy was down there again. But they come out with it there. Brian Tobin all the way back in his own back line. Just misses out there again. Looking to bring it back into the corner. But they need to get it out here, John. Nothing silly.
No, making a serious battle for the ball from the two of them, and Limerick have just come out with it, and it would be a big score now from Brennan. But White again is tailing to that side of the goals again, Mick. But in fairness, the work rate from both teams has been exceptional, Mick. In fairness, you can't fault the effort.
Yeah, number 28 coming in there. Can you confirm there as Brennan's shot went wide?
Number 28 is Niall Collins of Ahan.
So
I think we've seen a bit of him earlier too, Mick.
So a lot of chopping and changing here in Kilworth. Back over here again. Huge hand in the sky there. Brilliant work here as they drop it right into the full forward line. They need a goal and they're going for it. The ball will run in here if they can, and he try to pop it in back. He does. Good work. Oh, just gone outside again, and good movement. Will it break down again? But he has been brilliant. Mark White in the back line. He's been absolutely outstanding. Just needs to get it up. He has it up here as Cork are gunning here for glory again. Doherty drops it into the full forward line again. This could go all the way over. Both men here battle down. Dillon will pick it up here for Limerick, and he'll have a look out. Brick flick it out. Good play here again. And in here as they pick it up here in the corners, that time right over here. Oh, just a bit too hot there from Michael Walsh from Kildare. Back in here again as they look to bring it down there. Liam O'Sullivan in around there, and good play here. Walsh again has been absolutely brilliant. Has it on the solar, looking to flick it over again. Brilliant ball here, right out here to Davy Kelleher looking for number 5. Kelleher will sidestep it and pop it in here again. Good work right into the corner. Cathal Heavey has it, if he can keep it in, or has it just gone over the line. He's been shackled well by Brendan O'Shea on the far side. Heavey still has it over the shoulder, swipes it in there, but Dore will bring it out here, and they survive that one. A good chance here, just going to go over the sideline here, and they could wave wide here any moment, but Limerick come out with it there. Some good defending there.
Great defending there, Mick. And just to comment as well that it was Adrian Garvey who went off and Niall Collins came on.
Ty Healy picks it out of the sky there. All Ireland winner with Cork in 2001 if I'm right, with Tomás O'Leary and Satanto Halpine and Richie Rellahan. Back over here again. Kinsella right in the middle of the park again, but it's just gone to the left and wide. That was a good chance.
Great chance, and we were even saying before the game.
I think it was a point the referee is saying, and a mix. I think it's a 7-point lead now for Cork. I said the Limerick sectors here are going to go after games here in a minute, but I couldn't call it from here now. But the referee was straight in line with it, and he was full sure it was a point, so we'll have to give a point.
Yes, he's given it, and Cork edging towards a round 3 win here. They're talking to Walsh and they're telling him it was wide on the far side, but the flag has gone up and the point has been given, and they're gone 7 play here in Kilworth. He's just calling him back here again, and there's a player down there, if we can see, I think that is number 25, Mark White, has been absolutely brilliant tonight. He's
been brilliant tonight, and hope he's okay. Obviously at this age injuries maybe they're more prone, but still what a performance from Mark White and all of these players involved.
Any other players stand out for you?
Yeah, Ty Healy. Look, we talked a lot about him tonight. He's really standing out, as is Barry Dwyer. And of course, we'll give the Kilworth lads a shout out as well, Brian Tobin, Kieran Walsh, because they have put in a good effort on their home turf.
Brilliant there from Healy again out to Sky as they start the attack here, right on the back line. It's all Cork now. They're running away with it here, John, and it's definitely fitness has been big here.
I think fitness is big, but still if a goal comes from Limerick, Mick, will never last 8 or 9 minutes. And in fairness to Cork, they've dealt with it well at the moment. It's a free in there. Again, a quick call, just a silly little tap into the shoulder, and where Cork should have had the ball gone out. But in fairness to the Cork team, they played very well. Ty Healy, Mikey Welch, David Kelleher, Barry Dwyer, they've been exceptional, to be honest, Mick.
Yeah, Mike Geary was in there just making his way in through. If you have a look here, I think, John, and there's a time here, there's 8 minutes we making the clock here. He has to go for this one here. Andrew Brennan, the man from Cahaline, wearing number 12, he's going to go for it as well. And Brennan's going here, he's going to rifle it, and he has this brilliant save again, just taken off the line by that man again, White in the back line from Brian Dillons, right up to the far side of the pitch again, and there Cork have it now, looking here to turn the screw and drop it in here, but picked up here by Dillon in the back line. It'll go right in here into the forward line again. Good movement again here. McNamara's tried to pop it right over the bar, and they get that score. I suppose, John, they probably deserve that for having to go that free outside about 21 out.
Yeah, they was looking probably stopping here for Cork. They hit it straight to the loose man in the centre, and in fairness they got fully punished. But look, Limerick will probably need a goal at this stage to win it. And in fairness to Mark White, he done very well from the ball being blocked to get it off the line, because it looked like it was just going to nick in, Mick.
Yeah, good play out here by Jonathan Norman, a point against Tipperary. He launches it right into the forward line again, looking to pick up here, but Limerick are picking up that second ball, but Keneally is in there trying to nip in. It was his goal that turned the screw. Lombard has it up here again from Ballinhassig. Keneally will pick it up here again. Tom, better known as Dooner, around North Cork. Back in here to Michael Walsh again, will flick it back in here. Chance here for O'Rourke to drop it in. It's going to hold in the air for a swiper, and back out here to Tobin. Sensible thing now, up and over the bar, and he does that. And that's Cooley gone right over the bar. Super score from Tobin.
Super score from Tobin, and you could see things didn't work out at first, but he got the ball and he struck it over the bar with ease.
Yeah, very impressed here, Scott, from this second half. When Cork went down a point there at the start of the second half, they've really turned this.
They've really turned this, and look, they need to get back to winning ways. Obviously, they lost the tip.
As Harty fires that over there, Johnny's caused a bit of damage inside there. His goal was brilliant towards half-time.
Yeah, he's caused a bit of damage. Now you could say, you know, where there was a bit of barbs in there, probably saying there was a bit of holding. So I suppose the right thing to do would leave it go, but in fairness, great catch and great finish with one hand, Mick.
Yeah, brilliant there. As we come up here, we'll be picking up man of the match as well, and we'll be looking for a few interviews there. So it's a brilliant performance here from Cork. At the moment, they look out, they are going to win here, but O'Connell drops it in here onto the full forward line again. Blocked out again. Here's Keneally in for number 2 to seal it. Oh, brilliant stop again, but it's into the back of the net, and Chalk hadn't his Hurley chalk there that time, John, and it just creeps home.
In fairness, he was probably very unlucky because he got his Hurley to it, but it was just the power spin off the Hurley, took it into the net, and that's probably a big goal for Cork now. He puts him 10 points up, so it's going to be hard to see him come back from here now with 6 minutes to go.
Yeah, swiper there, there was no malice in that.
The duck would stay out of it now, Mick, because that's an awful swipe. It surely had to be a free.
Dwyer again will pick it up here. They'll be looking for the runners here. Good ball in here. It's just going to go out over. Will he keep it in here? O'Rourke there. He's looking there. He's paddling a bit there, but he has it out here. He has a chance at the sidestep him. He goes around him like he wasn't even there. And here is a chance here to O'Rourke to slot it over the bar, and that could seal the deal here in Kilworth. And that is some performance by Cork in this second half. They really have turned up.
Brilliant performance.
I'd say Andrew Brennan could be in a bit of bother here, Mick, because there was an awful pull, in fairness. It was late. It was probably the only ducky stroke in the game so far, and you don't need that. Everyone has to get up and go to work again in the morning, Mick.
Yeah, I don't know if you see him, John, did you think?
To me, it was an awful pull. The ball was gone 5 seconds, Mick. Just looked an awful late pull. It's just probably frustrating, Mick. There's probably no malice in it, but just a late pull.
John, I suppose you look back and you'll scrutinise that, will you?
No, Mick.
Yes, I thought it was a late pull, but to be fair, I didn't think he was around the shins, all right. It was definitely a yellow card, but I don't know, did he even see him there? I'll give him the small bit of minute. What do you think? Maybe the two of you are right and I'm wrong.
Yeah, just something. I think I have to agree with you, maybe, because look, like we see with the ref tonight, he's not putting out too many cards, but sure, look, everyone has their own different opinions, don't they?
Yes, I think he's done well. Of course, you're not going to keep everyone happy, John.
No, he's done very well. It just was a late pull, but look, I suppose at this level you don't want to be booking fellas and sending fellas off, and in fairness, he's controlled the game very well. I think the Limerick management would probably disagree with us, but in general, I have to say I think he's done fairly well. Yes,
and we better keep that quiet, what we say about the referee over here alongside the Limerick fellas. They're not too happy here. Michael Walsh is up and he's going to go off there. He got the shin, he got reddened there, okay, there was no doubt about that. But one or two players, Scott, will be looking for a man of the match. And who do you think for Cork is your main two players?
I'm going to say Ty Healy, and just based on the last maybe 20 minutes, I'm going to say Don O'Rourke of St. Eata's, because you've seen there, he's been good in the ball, even running there on his own. He's been very good, but Ty Healy would be my shout.
Okay, John, for yourself for Cork, who do you say?
I'd have to go with Barry Dwyer just because of the score tally he's probably put up. He's probably got 10 points out of 219. I have to say I thought Mikey Welch was very good, Ty Healy was very good. I thought Brian Tobin was good and David Keller was very good. Now I couldn't fault any of the cocktails, but they were the standouts to me.
Yeah, very, very good performance here. I'll give you one there now that none of you mentioned there in the next few moments, as this is going to be cleared out right on the far side again here, as Limerick looking to get back in here. If they know now they need a couple of goals here, because Cork are going to run out winners here. There's about 200 people in here tonight, which is good to see, as Limerick just get caught for overstepping. I think Mark White has been absolutely outstanding, number 25 for Brian Dillon's. Around the full back line, centre back line, he has cleared everything. And as you said, John, Michael Walsh in the middle of the park as well, had a super first half as well. Went out of it a bit in the second half, but he's some addition.
Yeah, he's some addition to. He's probably still playing a bit of club hurling, and like it's the fitness that tells, as you said, make Cork look like they're a bit fitter. I think there is a few of the Cork fellas still playing a bit of junior hurling and stuff, Mick, and it does really stench you.
Oh yes, definitely. I'd like to say hello to Kevin MacDonald all the way in Eastchester in New York. He'll be looking back in later. Kevin, we'll see you for the Munster final if we can manage to get there. Back in here again, it's dropped right in here, in around that danger zone again, as Cork looking to turn the screw here and get out of Kilworth here in this round 3 with a convincing win, and it's going to look like it at the moment. Kilworth looking brilliant tonight here, and you'll see when you're watching back this here. We had a lovely interview with Tony Sheehan, and that was I suppose, it just shows you, Scott, you don't need to be as top of the range, top tier teams around to have a venue like this. When you've got a good club and you've got good people looking after it, all comes together.
Look, Kilworth, they've a loyal following. Do you know, like you hear in the song Kill It there for the parish to last evermore. And look, great facilities. And Tony Sheehan, he spoke very well.
And here we go, McNamara again looking here to drop this one in here, and he's just screwed that. It looked like he screwed it to the right and wide, and that sums up the second half performance here, John, for Limerick.
Yeah, the second half performance from Limerick. They probably started the bright on the first 5 minutes, but that was probably as good as it got for Limerick. But you have to give Cork full credit for that, because they've worked the ball very well. And you know what, probably playing against a slight bit of a breeze probably helped them, because it held the ball up and they've worked it well and took the scores very well.
Yes, and Cork can thank Tom Keneally from Aragon. He came on and he turned this tide here, 2 goals as well. I suppose when you're lucky before that, but over on the far side again there, Mikey Dillon, he was over here a while ago, now he was over there. Back in here again to McNamara. McNamara will pick it up here. He'll have a chance here just to drop it in again. They need goals here. We're in stoppage time, there's not much left here. Back in here again, looking to pick it up here around. Stay with us and we'll pick up 1 or 2 interviews in the next few moments. So this is it, John. They'll have to drop it in here and hope for a no square ball at least.
Yeah, they'll have to drop it in and hope for no square ball, but you can't even see if a goal goes in, no, it will make much difference.
Some ball in the corner again, looking at and get it out here again. Limerick trying to bulldoze those through, and they have it, and they have a free here again in McNamara. And I think John Chalk should be coming up for this one. Let's see, will they bring John up? He used rifle home 1 or 2. Yes, here's John up for this one in Killeedy there in the All-Ireland series. There was no better man to rifle a shot here, and Chalk is an unbelievable strike here. He's played well tonight in super point there on the stroke at half time.
Yeah, there was a super point, and you even see there he was kind of unlucky there with a few shots, but look, he's been on the ball really. Great goalkeeper.
Yeah, super keeper here. Chalk comes up here to take this. This will just bring it down, the scoreline down. That's all is going to happen, because in the next phase of play, we're expecting the whistle here, John.
Yeah, there's 61 gone now, Mick, then they're 10 points down. You can't see them getting 3 goals and a point given to draw it, so we'd say this is only a consolation if it goes in, Mick.
Here's Chalk here, there's a chance here, he'll have to bounce it here. The sod is nice and hard here, you'd want to be bouncing it here. Let's see, will he test him? Chalk is going to rifle this one, and he does, and it's just stopped on the line again, and Kieran Walsh will clear that out, and the full-time whistle will be going shortly here, and it will be a convincing win here for the Cork Masters, and probably one of their best performances, second half performance that I've seen them, John, in a long time.
Yeah, it was a very good second half performance, and look, to be honest, Mick, when you see him playing the Tipperary team, like, we all saw the stars and short, the Tipperary team, and to only get beat by 2 points with a fair show, and so they probably came in, even though they lost the game, with a lot of confidence tonight.
Good score there, and that was Ian Zones, number 23 there, and Cork's Brian Clifford that drops that one over the bar again as they tighten up here and see out this win here. And we'll go through and pick up some 1 or 2 interviews here, but I'm going to give the man of the match tonight. I very rarely give out these man of the match awards. I normally leave it to my co-commentators, but Mark White, number 25, picked up a holy show ball in that back line for Cork, and I'm going to give it to him tonight. And Michael Walsh in the middle of the park was brilliant. Barry Dwyer was clinical. Tom Keneally's goals turned the tide. We could have easily give it to Tom as well if you do it sometimes like that, but Mark inside there was pretty tasty tonight. He was all over the place as well, picking up here, and so was Kieran Walsh as well. Nice little catch here. We're going to go pitch side here and pick up one or two interviews here in the next few moments as we close out. You can just see the scoreboard up there. It's a fine big score there as we zoom in on it at 220 to 117. Some job there.
I'm joined here by Conor Kinsella of Ballincollig. He put in a great shift tonight. So firstly, Conor, how did you find the breeze impacted your team tonight, especially in the first half?
I think in the first half we probably didn't judge it very well. We had a lot of wides. The lads were saying we could have had about 16 wides in the first half, so we actually didn't get to grips with it. What did we go in half time? A couple of points up. Do you know, we should have been. Oh no, it was level at half time.
It was level.
Yeah, we should have been well up at half time, I think. You know, and that we just left them in the game. Do you know, now they were working hard and they had goal chances as well, but our misses just kept them in the game.
And talking about the Limerick side, what do you think that he could have done maybe better? Because obviously it was a very physical encounter, wasn't it?
It was. I think the reality of it was in the first half, as Tyke said in his interview there as well, we were jittery in the first half, you know, and we needed to settle down. And that was the change we needed. We just needed to calm down, have a bit more composure on the ball, get our short passing game right, because we were fumbling a lot of ball going to ground in the first half. Again, giving Limerick plenty of opportunities to score and stay in the game when maybe we could have been pulling further ahead, you know.
And finally, it's always great to get a win, but how did you find yourself as an individual hurler play tonight?
Well, I was down to start wing back, which I like, and I ended up starting full back, which is very different for me now, so I'd prefer to be out the pitch. It was quiet in there at times, but you had to kind of spring into action when you're called upon. When I was brought out to the wing in the second half, I was a little bit happier scoring a point there as well. It was always nice, you know.
Well done, Conor, and best of luck with the rest of the Masters
Thanks
competition.
very much. Cheers. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Well, Davey, on the great game tonight. Great performance from you. 3 great points there in the first half and a lot of hard work. I suppose you started a bit jittery there in the first half. Could that have been down to the game last week?
Yeah, I think we were just a little bit dead in our feet there, a small bit but once we got going there and started tapping over a few points, I think we did okay. We're a bit disappointed in the first half, right, with a lot of wides, even though we got a nice few good scores, but just probably our shot selection at times was poor, but you can see we improved that there in the second half, and we kind of pulled away in once we got going.
And in fairness, when Limerick got the goal there just before half time, it could be a head dropper, but in fairness, you came out in the second half and it didn't leave your heads drops. Just wondering, the morale in the group seems very good. It must be enjoyable to be playing.
Yeah, it's very enjoyable there, you know. We have a pretty fit team for a bunch of lads in their 40s, so we knew if we came out in the second half with the same attitude of just keep going, run the ball, plenty of firepower up front and lads coming off the bench, so we knew if we just kept going and with our heads up, we had a good chance to push on and win the game.
Yeah, you look like you've a lot of work done on the training field. There was a lot of passage of play there that don't just happen on the night. You knew where you wanted to put the ball. Obviously it doesn't always come off, but there was a lot of scores got from 1, 2, 3 passes right through the lines and great finishes at the end. It looks like you have a lot of work done on the training field.
I suppose a bit of that is just awareness that lads can't run with the ball too far anymore, but so you kind of have to offload it. But yeah, we were doing that a bit in training now, just third man runs and all that kind of crack, so we're doing plenty of that there during the week and stuff. So.
And it's great to see the Masters going good and strong, and best of luck for the rest of the year, Davey, and hopefully you'll bring back a cup.
No worries, hopefully, I'll get another crack at Tipperary, hopefully anyway, so thanks very much.
Perfect.
Cheers.
Thanks, Davey.
So.
Hello and welcome back here to Kilworth. The Cork Masters run out convincing winners in the end. I suppose when you were coming up towards half time it didn't look like that, but there was nothing of a one with the breeze, and Cork blow away Limerick in the second half. To be fair, they went down a point but turned the screw here, and man of the match here, and this man here was also man of the match. Tyke, brilliant performance. As you said, you were picking up their main man there, Brennan, doing forward line. That was some battle.
Yeah, it was. He was. I think he was maybe a couple of inches over myself, and it was ding dong from the start. Look, the goalkeeper was hitting him high, and first half there the sun was fairly in our eyes, and he was still catching them. But look, I was glad just delighted we got the win. As we said earlier on, look, the bodies were tired after last weekend. It took a savage amount out of us, and I thought today's performance, we really just got into it and tore into it, and just thrilled to get the win.
Yeah, Tyke, I suppose when you look at the first half, you really upped the ante in the second. The breeze died down a bit as well, and we have to give a shout out to Keneally. His goal turned the tide here.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, it was we had the jitters at the start of it. We settled and then like sun came down, and I think the second half, as you say, a couple of subs came in, and look, that is I'll give it to Ross and the lads this year. They done serious recruiting. Look, there was a lot of names that were bouncing around at the beginning, and I think we got the lads we wanted really. And you can see the depth and the breadth, and there's a lot of energy being brought to the group as well. And like Ross, and Danny and Rob and Alan, we've got a really good backroom team, and they're giving it their all. And I think they're getting a great response. It's brilliant.
Tiger more than a few of your players. Michael Walsh, Kildare, Engine inside there, picked up a load of ball. Barry Dwyer inside there, tapping over frees as well. They look lethal.
Yeah, they are. And like Barry and Mikey were Cork intermediate. Mikey was a Cork senior at one point on the panel. He's got pedigree, and he's got a serious engine. And just, again, top players to get at this grade. We're delighted.
And a word on this man Mark here alongside us, like a bit of a John Conlon role in the backline.
Unbelievable. You say, well, he wasn't starting, but he came on and he gave absolute exhibition. Like, he was catching balls and clearing, and really comfortable there in the centre back position. So again, delighted to have him. Tiger,
your own performance, I see you last year, definitely you're back in full working order. The fitness is 100% up.
Yeah, I learned a few lessons last year. I've done a bit. I'd probably like to do a bit more, but I think you need to have a reasonably good standard of fitness for this competition. It's not you'll be found out absolutely fairly likely. So.
Thanks a million. We'll let you off there. Thank you, Mark. Sorry about that. Super performance in the back line there. You picked up a holy show ball. When you watch back, you'll see why I give you man of the match. You picked up everything there, but a great solid team performance back there. And Kieran Goal sets the standard as well.
No, just Kieran Goal just settles everyone down. He's just so solid, so rock solid. You know, there's never any pressure with him back there. There's never any nerves when he's back there. You know, and I suppose myself, it's just like this is my first year doing the Masters Hurling. Ross and Danny got onto there back in around March time. So just getting to know the lads, like as Ty was saying, just a great spirit in the squad. Like we meet up once a fortnight if we can with training, but you can see everyone is now gelling together. You know, I was probably surprised when I came in. Like I'm 44 this year now. You know, I didn't kind of know what to expect with the fitness levels or the sharpness. It's up there with any games I've played. You know, it's absolutely fantastic. And you know, when you get crowds like this on a Friday night, it sure makes it all worthwhile.
Yeah, and what was the word at half time? Because it looked like he was struggling and they come in, and didn't they go a point up?
Yeah, I suppose they probably got a late goal in the first half, kind of brought it back to a draw. And I thought we were comfortable. I was saying to the half time, we probably had one or two wides coming down the straight. They got to go. That's probably a 5-point swing. So, you know, just don't panic. The wind was kind of starting to die down. The sun was going to die down. I would just keep the heads. You know, there was nothing to panic over. I thought we were hurling really well. And again, you could see the lads had a tough game last week, but you know, it blows out after 25 minutes, 30 minutes, and you go again. And just second half, I thought it was just all one-way traffic, really.
And in the back line, to be fair, you were all very disciplined there. Yeah, you give away one or two frees, but I thought Tyler as well did quite well inside there. I know Limerick lads were giving out there, but he tried to leave it flow.
No, he did. Like the referees are probably the worst job on the pitch. You know, it's only impossible because whatever decision they make, it's going to be wrong depending on what team you're on. You know, but that's it. You know, this grade, the pace isn't going to be there to the huge extent. So our thing was just stand them up. You know, you get a hook, you get a block, and if you foul them, you might as well put the ball over the prop by yourself because there's a fantastic free takers at this level. You know, so it was just really track them. You will get a hook or a block. You know, discipline will win you a lot of games.
Mark, thank you for your time.
Brilliant.
Super performance.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Hello and welcome back here. I suppose I couldn't leave Kilworth tonight without getting these three legends in. Kieran, great performance, polished performance. The second half definitely for me was the best performance I had since I see covering the Masters with Cork.
I suppose it took us a while early on to get the old rustiness out of last week, out of the legs, but once we kind of got going there and we were able to start running at Limerick and playing the ball around and playing it to hand, we were jittery earlier on, but once the ball started going to hand and things like that, we were able to kind of play around them, and it was good second half performance, alright, yeah.
I know it probably took a lot out of you chasing the likes of Larry Corbett and a few of these, Shane McGrath and all these, but then when you're chasing the likes of these players, it brings you up another notch.
It does, yeah. Last week the conditions were tough as well. They were tough. There was wind and rain and everything, and as you know, playing that tip team, chasing them on the fine days is bad enough, but chasing them on the wet days is worse again. But look here. Once we got the foothold in the match there in the second half, we were able to kind of push on there near the finish and drive on with it and get a good win.
I said there to Mark and Tyga, the two of them, you could have given man of the match to the two of them in the back line. They were very composed, picked up a lot of ball. Tyga had a big battle with their main man, Brennan.
Yeah, he had, he was a good player, that number 12, but once Ty got the better of him there in the second half, he was outstanding. Some of the catches there later on were Tyke Healy back in the heyday. So, but yeah, like he's flying. And the boys very solid at the back. Yeah, great protection back there. So
Exactly.
I'm happy with that.
Kieran Ward and the management, and they put a lot of hard work in. I know from Ross speaking to him, and it's coming together now.
They have, yeah. Ross has put in huge work, and getting all the boys around him and all to help him. It's great. It's great numbers. Training, we're 25, 30 at training. There's a great buzz around the place, and that shows then back when you get good results and things like that. Yeah. So,
Kieran, thank you a million, and we'll leave you go. But
thanks, Mike.
Cheers, you can pop in there. Brian, well done, a good performance. So you were a bit deeper as well there for a bit of the game.
Yeah, I suppose deeper than the last day. So I suppose it was level at half time. I suppose look, we kind of had a chat ourselves at half time. To be honest, we were a bit disappointed that it was only a draw at half time. But look, thankfully I suppose we introduced a few subs there in the second half, and the legs seemed to help, and we got a bit of a run on them. And yeah, thankfully look, we pulled away in the end.
I suppose the story of the first half was there was a lot of erratic shooting, a lot of wides there, but at least you were shooting.
Yeah, that's true. Look, I suppose we were making the opportunities, but still, I suppose, I don't know, it was the number 14 mentioned wides that we had in the first half, which look is on any day is poor shooting. So look, something to work on for the next day. But yeah, but look, thankfully it didn't come against us in the end, that we were able to put it right in the second half.
And what was the thoughts just moving back in around centre-back midfield area? Did you feel comfortable there?
Yeah, I suppose, look, that's probably would have, midfield's probably where I played a lot of my hurling down the years. So yeah, look, I'm comfortable enough moving back if needs be, you know, depending on how the game is going. So the thing, Kilworth pitch is their own pitch, so we're well used to it, but tis newly done up, tis extended in length and width, so it is a fine big pitch to be running around. So, but I know, look, happy to play here in Kilworth in the home club, and happy to get the victory.
Great words. Did you pass it on there to Declan?
Thanks, Mick.
Cheers, bud. I suppose you taught him everything he knows, did you?
Oh, I don't know about that now. Many battle we had up here in training, all right. So it's nice to come back here and to play with Kieran and Brian. It's been a long time, so.
Yeah, some great stuff here. But I suppose when you're coming back here, it's not for the faint-hearted. It is tough out there.
No, it is tough. It's a high standard. I suppose Limerick, like ourselves, have improved again from last year. So they had a few extra players that they had didn't have last year, same as ourselves. And yeah, it is a high standard, and you're trying to improve yourself. And then the game last week, as the lad said, we were a bit jittery in the first half, but the extra legs we brought on is real panel effort tonight, I think, and the likes of Tyg there and Jonathan midfield and half back line, they're really good in the second half. So thankfully we kicked on and got the win.
Yeah, just going back to the Tipperary game, I didn't see that. Were you involved in that?
I was, yeah.
Who had the pleasure of picking up Lark Corbett?
I had, yeah. But thankfully, I think he damaged his hamstring, so he went off about 10 minutes before half time. So I wasn't sorry to see him go, to be honest. But yeah, look, they're a serious outfit. We gave it a good shot, but we just came up short. But you know, it'll be all the better for it again, I suppose, hopefully.
Yeah, and that is a good guide, because we know how strong Tipperary were under All-Ireland champions twice in the Masters. So I was feeling that you were coming in here tonight. I said it to Ross, I thought you were a 6 to 8 point winning margin, but at half time it didn't look like that.
No, I suppose, look, the boys have touched on it. We were a bit jittery, myself included, fumbling balls. We just kind of said we'd just work harder, dig in and work a bit harder, and the breaks came, and as I said, Tyg was outstanding there, and half back line kind of took over the ball, wasn't going past it, and I suppose the ball started to go over rather than wide like the first half, and we just kicked on, got 2 goals then at crucial times, and we were able to kick on.
Declan, I suppose fitness wise, do you find yourself picking it up each week?
Yeah, a lot of stretching now since last Sunday, alright, a quick turnaround, but yeah, you just keep tipping away, and a lot of stretching, and look, we've a bit of a break now, thankfully 2 weeks, so I think it is, so we'll recuperate and rest up, and we'll be ready to go again.
Mighty stuff, great performance, and thanks for your time, bud.
No problem at all. Thank you.
And Ross, I suppose the first thing I'm going to pick out tactical side here, you made a quick movement with Tyke Healy straight over and Brennan, good call straight away.
Yeah. We actually knew about the lad of the Brennan, so we had Tyke picked early doors for that man now. We knew he'd be the man for that job, so yeah.
An almighty battle. Tyke got man of the match. I give it to White inside in the back line as well. I thought he picked up a lot of ball, maybe about 30 You could up to 30 possessions he's after.
Yeah, he fielded a great ball and he used it very intelligently coming out then as well. There was no ball wasted with him, so I'm delighted for Mark because he was he's a lovely fella and he was a bit late coming into it, and he's just took to it like a duck to water. He loves it, so I'm delighted for him.
Ross, one thing I do know, discipline is good with you. Yellow card, can we count? Did you get any?
No, we got no yellow card. Now, I suppose Danny is very quick to flag free count to them because we've been watching other games, and so we try to keep the free count down if we can at all. Yeah.
For yourself, pointing out performances, I know Tig and Mark were brilliant. Anyone there that we failed to mention out? I know you won't know until you listen back. That stood out for you?
Well, I thought Kieran played terrific in goals. Conor Kinsley put in a great shift as usual. I think Brendan Lombard is a joy to watch on the inside. What the man creates when he's on the ball, and Barry Dwyer again was impeccable from place ball, and that all adds up. I don't think he missed any free tonight. So John, Brian Tobin and all them lads, they always give their usual top-notch performance, so it is great.
And as I said to Brian there, we know that he played midfield for Kilworth, and you dropped him back. He actually went as far as the centre-back line as well, so it was a good move. Was it thoughts getting him on more of the ball as well?
Yeah, look, we just thought that the midfield pairing at the start of the match just seemed to be a small bit under pressure, so I thought, Brian is just so versatile, you can use him anywhere, and he's got great legs, so we just decided to drop him out there.
Finally, I'm covering the Masters hurling in football with about 4 years. This is the best performance I've seen out of the Cork Masters.
Very good. Thanks, Mick. Yeah, sure, look, they've worked very hard. They train away mad. They're an absolute group of gentlemen. They come, they go, there's great crack. They're very together, and they all seem to be enjoying it. So they're only getting what they're putting into it, really.
For the viewers at home that will watch back, when is your next game and venue if you have
So we're going to Gort on June the 6th above in Galway to play Liam Donoghue's team. So that's another big one.
Great stuff. And I suppose, look, injury-wise, is there anyone that will be here the next day, or is there any long-term injuries?
We lost Barry Coleman, unfortunately. He was playing for Ballincollig against the Piershig and he got a broken rib. So he's a big loss now, to be fair, because he's a huge player. But look, if we can keep it going for Barry, he'll be back again in July. We lost Peter Dowling, he tore an abductor. And there was someone else now, I can't think of them. We had 3 injuries there. I can't think of the third lad. So look, you're going to pick up injuries like that. Thank God they didn't get hurt playing for us, so we'd never get them again. They got hurt playing for their clubs.
We'll forget about that. We'll let it down. Thanks a million, Ross. We'll talk to you again. Guys, we'll just close out here and we'll let Jason off. We'll see you later. And it's all over here. The Cork Masters run out convincing winners in the end. But I suppose Limerick, where they're at a good place as well. I thought this was the best Limerick side that was around for a long time as well, to be fair to them. They were absolutely brilliant. They're picking up players as they go along as well, which is very important to get these extra players. If you can get another inter-county player in there, it helps for the future as well. But Cork, they're motoring nicely, and they'll take a bit of stopping as well, only beaten by 2 points against Tipperary, and they've been All-Ireland champions the last 2 years, so that'll just give you an idea. And as I think Declan Tobin said there in the interview, Lark Corbett tore a hamstring, so he's out for quite a while for Tipperary as well, so that's bad news and we wish him well. But overall here, it's been a brilliant night here, and thanks to this man John McCarthy and Scott Buckley for their help, and it's been a brilliant win for the Cork Masters. They march on again, and it's Galway's the next stop. From me, Mick, John and Scott and Jason in camera, Slán go fóill.